My name is Morgan Freeman, and ever since I was a young boy, I would watch my dad do cocaine. One day, while my dad was doing some blow, he got up, looked at me, and said, "Hey, hello there, Morgan. Would you like to snort a line?" And, of course, I'm not gonna pass up a line, so I agreed. I didn't know I didn't know this, but the cocaine was laced with fentanyl. Not just fentanyl, but also the weird blue pills that were on top of the fridge. I had one of those blue pills once. Nowadays, I have to use them every day. It feels really good, especially when I use it on the little girls in my basement. They taste really nice. Anyways, back to the story. When I was around in my 30s to 40s, I had just married my wife. It's about 2 weeks after I married my wife. One day, after 2 weeks after marrying my wife, I decided to drink 6 cans of energy drinks. I always watched my dad drink energy drinks. Nos was his favorite. One day he drank the wrong Nos, and then he died. He was a race car driver. He also put the energy drink in his car, and then the car exploded in the middle of the track. 7 people died that day. So one day, after I drank all 6 of my energy drinks, I said, okay, it's time for me to snort a line, just like my dad asked me to when I was 3. And what I did was I snorted the fentanyl and blue boner pill on the top of my dad's fridge. I was home early. My wife didn't know. I caught my wife cheating on me with my ex-boyfriend. I thought he was dead. Turns out he was. She just taped a dildo to the skeleton of my ex-husband. I didn't know that she would find that in the basement. I'm also surprised she didn't take one of the Asian kids in my basement. But man, did she look good riding that skeleton. So I went up behind her. I took out my trusty knife. I stabbed a hole in her back and put my penis right in it. I moved in and out, and in and out, and in and out, and in and out, until I came after 3 seconds. 4 strokes to be exact. When I came, it went all the way in her stomach. She moaned. I didn't know she was into that. And then the graceful dolphin that I had in my basement tried to escape. It made a screeching sound, and it sounded like this. After it made that sound, my wife came, and then I realized that all the Asian kids in the basement escaped. And that's when I realized that all and that's when I realized that all my sex trafficking was for nothing. I didn't get to keep those Asian kids. None of them were ripe anyway. Well, one of them was 18, but still wasn't right. She was messed up in the head. Not really sure why. I feel like 18 years in a basement would do that to someone. That's a quote from my doctor. But I don't think that's true. I mean, my daddy locked me in the basement till I was 25. Only left me in there with a bucket of KFC and waffles. But dang, was that some good KFC. Anyways, I'm not messed up, and I was locked in the basement till I was 25. Man, that felt really good to get out of that basement. What my daddy didn't know is that my uncle came in every night to let me out. But whenever he let me out, he would put it inside me. Well, that's the end of my life story. This story was by My Dad is a Race Car Driver 420. This story was submitted by My Dad is a Race Car Driver 420. And man, was this story really good. Oh boy, did I love this story. My favorite part of the story is when I learned that he had Asian kids in the basement. That's weird. It's just like me.